Well, Rob, like you said, it's kind of a mixed bag tonight. You played really well in Game 1, and that really didn't translate at all in Game 2.
It did not. The first game we played was very, very good. Joseph Casanova had a great game on the mound. He had a great game at the plate. We hit the ball well, scored some runs, got a good win. Second game was just like night and day, just like we talked about. We weren't hitting, we weren't playing smart. We had a lot of errors, which cost us the game. Bad base running and unexplainable.
You said it was unexplainable. What happened there? I guess things just kind of compounded in that game. You make one mistake and it snowballs on you essentially.
Well, and it did, and it seems like it's been like that throughout the season, and don't know what to say about that. Instead of picking each other up, I don't know what we're doing. But it's just not. We just haven't found the right combination, unfortunately. And
it's tough for the guy on the mound to keep it going. It's going to affect him, right?
In the second game, Seth Corwin threw very, very well. His defense was not behind him. He didn't have any support. He had one earned run. The rest of them were unearned. So that tells you a lot there.
And obviously, if you make those plays, and a lot of them were maybe that play in the hole there at second base, everything else seemed fairly routine,
If we make the plays that we needed to without the errors, we'd have won this game without question.
And what about the Game 1? Joe kind of put the team on his back, and it showed.
He did, offensively and defensively. He threw a great game. Was throwing strikes, a lot of off-speed pitches. He was on it. At the plate, he had a home run. Just kind of started everything off for us, and the rest of the guys followed through. Now, we'd like for that to happen in the second game, and it did.
Talk about that first game for Joe starting. He was hitting his spots. He got a mess of strikeouts in a row there in the middle innings. That you get in the zone, and it seemed like in the middle of the game he was at that point.
He was definitely in the zone, and everything he was throwing, he was working for him. He wasn't struggling at any time, and he threw a great ball game. In addition to that first game, defense was pretty solid.
Yeah. And what about that home run? How much of a lift did it give you? And you guys are obviously not a power hitting team.
Well, that was his first of the year, so it was great for him. But yeah, it gave us a big lift, and it seemed like the guys followed through with that.
Well, what about you guys? Is it a surprise when you hit a home run? It's got to be a great feeling, but at the same time, you know that's not what you're all about.
It is a great feeling, and it brings the team up, and we needed that. But at the same time, it's one of those. We have people that can hit a home run at any time. Unfortunately, this year it's just really happened. So we're thankful.
And what kind of challenges does tomorrow bring? Obviously, it's tough enough being a Game 3, being a do-or-die type game, and now to have it at their place and to have it at 11 in the morning of all the times in the day, it's kind of a different challenge.
Well, it's prom for them, so we have to have it early up there. It's just, I think the biggest thing for our team right now is to get motivated. And once we get motivated, we're okay. But it takes a lot to get to that point. So I feel confident we're going to be okay. We just have to have a strong pitching performance, and we have to hit the ball, and we have to play defense.